a new folder for our batch. So just I'm connecting to repository manager. Here just go and create a new folder, batch underscore 47. Okay, this is our new folder just now we created from the repository manager. Now come to the designer tool. The very first client tool is designer. After connecting you will see like this. Okay, now what is our folder? Batch 47. Select your folder, right click, you will see connect and open. Just try to connect. Now just you connected to your folder. Now open your folder. The folder will be opened. See, it's an empty folder. You don't have any sources, targets, mappings or whatever it may be. You don't have anything. It's empty folder. Just now we created. This is the work area. Whatever the work we are going to do going forward, we will do here. And this is the notifications. Whenever we are developing some programs, some mappings, if you have any errors or some syntax errors, you will get error message here and notifications. Okay, fine. After connecting this, see here what you are saying. This is your source analyzer. If you click here, see the target designer. If you click here, the transformation developer, maplet designer, and mapping designer. We have 5 subcomponents here. The work area. This is my source, analyzer, target designer, and mapping designer. Fine. The requirement will be, I am planning to extract data from a database. Okay. And I am planning to load data into another database. This is my source and this is my target. Let's say I am planning to extract data from one of the table from here. When you are talking about a table, so table will have some structure, columns, the names of the columns, the data types, and maybe this is your structure of the table. Employee, you will see the structure of the table. So table is going to have the employee number and the data type of number and the length is 4. Structure is available in the database. I am planning to import that structure. I am using Informatica. We are trying to extract. See, if you open our we have the repository manager. Just we created a folder. Fine. In the mapping designer, we are trying to develop a mapping. Before developing mapping, just I will give you a blind example. Okay. Let's say I have a home here. This is my home. Okay. This is my home. Fine. I have a well here. This is my well. Okay. And this is my water tank. Top of my home, I have a water tank. I have a motor here. So starting motor is enough. The requirement will be I am planning to dump water from my well to my tank on daily basis. Right? On need basis you are planning to dump water from here to there. First what you will do? It's an example. So just I have a motor here. So to dump water from here to here, what you will do? This is your source. From my well I am planning to dump water. I am planning to do and I am planning to load it here. I am planning to dump it here. So first we are going to construct a pipeline, right?
Right.
So the constructing pipeline is nothing but a mapping. Okay, so here you are constructing a pipeline by connecting your source and target. So here this is my source database. Okay, my source database may be Oracle, and this is the employee table. Okay, how to connect using Informatica? See, if you want to connect to Oracle database, you are opening a SQL plus or code or whatever it may be. You are providing user ID and password and everything, right? But how Informatica will communicate with your database? So here, see sources. If you click here, sources, import from the database. Okay, here you will use the DSN, data source name. So we will create DSNs, means data source name. How to create a DSN? Click here. I am planning to create a, you can create a system DSN or user DSN. Just create a system DSN. It's the communicator to communicate from Informatica to your database. You have all these are the existing DSNs. Just go and add. I am planning to create a DSN to connect what database? SQL Server or Oracle? Select Oracle. Finish. What will be the DSN name? You can give any DSN name. DSN underscore. I am planning to connect to Oracle database. The user ID will be Scott and maybe our batch is 47. So just a meaningful connecting string. And what is your TNS name? What is your database name? Our database name will be Oracle. Whenever we are installing in your real time, you are going to have different databases, right? You have to provide your database name and user ID will be Scott. Test your connection. Test your connection by providing user account and the password. The connection was successful. Like this, we can create the connecting string DSN, data source name we are going to create. For this, I have the documentation for each and every step. We have the screenshots. I will share with you. Okay. So all these are the, just now I have created the connecting string. So connect, provide the user ID using the DSN. You can provide that user account and password. Try to connect. Simply you are connected to your source table. That's it. Source database. See, if you want to see the list of tables here, select star from tab right. See, all these are the list of tables in my start schema. So here, just I connected to start schema. These are the list of tables. What is your requirement? I am planning to develop a mapping to extract data from the employee table. So I need to have employee structure into my Informatica. So select your employee. At a time, if you want, you can select multiple tables or just select employee, click OK. The employee structure will be imported. It's an empty structure without data. Getting whatever the table structure we have in the database, we are importing the table structure. That's it. Okay. Fine. Now, in the same way, go to target designer. I am planning to extract data from here. Let's say I am planning to load data into some other table. Maybe I have a Teradata. Okay, I am planning to load data into some other table. This target table again will have some structure, right? Where is your target table? What is your database? So again, go to target designer to import the target structures. In our exercise, just our source and target both are in the same database. Let's say the target table name will be tgt_emp. This is our target table name. Click OK. See, I have imported the target table name also. Okay. Now see, in your folder you have the source structure, you have the target structure. See, here we have source and we have target, then we are connecting a pipeline. So now we need to create a mapping. Before, now go to mapping designer. See, under the source we are importing the sources, under the targets we are importing the targets, under the mapping designer, go to mapping designer. Now you can see the tab mapping here. Go create. The naming conventions of the mapping will be in the real time also m_, whatever the business name you have, m_ order details or m_ products or m_ retail sales, whatever it may be. Here let's say we are doing a sample mapping, m_ sample. Click OK. So this is just the name we provided to a mapping. What will be the source? What will be the target in your mapping? You are trying to develop a program. Your requirement will be you are trying to extract data from the employee and you are planning to load data into tgt_em. So drag your source into your mapping. Whenever you are dragging, by default you will get source and source qualifier. See, what is source qualifier? We'll discuss later. After completion of 1 or 2 classes, then only you will understand. This is by default. Without source qualifier, we are unable to develop a mapping. Okay. Now, what will be the target? This is my target. From the sources, drag your source. From the targets, drag your target. If you want to increase the work area like this, you can increase, or you can like this. Now, connect. From the source, I am planning to get employee number. Into the target, I am planning to connect here employee name to name, job to job, manager to manager, hybrid to hybrid, salary, commission, DEP. Just we are extracting and we are loading. We don't have any transformation. Just it's a pass-through sample mapping. After developing it, save it. Whenever you are going to save it, the code will be in your before developing mapping. We need to import the source and target definitions from the database. Then we are going to develop the mapping. Then we are going to save it. That will be saved into your repository. Fine. This is our map. Now, go to another client tool. The next client tool will be one is mapping designer. The next client tool will be workflow manager. This is the workflow manager. Connect. Provide user ID and password. Fine. What is our folder? Batch 47. Connect. Open. Fine. It's an empty folder. Now, we created a mapping. In the mapping designer, what we are doing? We are importing the source and target locations. Create a mapping. That's it. And create a DSN here to communicate with the. Then the second, we are going to create a workflow. What is workflow? Workflow means set of task.
Yes.
What is task? Set of instructions. Just we have only one mapping. See, just if you want to create another mapping, just create another mapping. Just copy this mapping. Just copy as, and you can give you another name. Just I am going to copy this mapping. M_test. See, I have two mappings. If you want to copy as another mapping, yes, copy the same mapping. Backup or what. So like this, we have three mappings now. Now go to workflow manager. Fine. This is here also we will have three work areas. The main one is workflow manager. Go to workflow and create. The workflow name will be WF underscore. Yes, I am planning to create a workflow to point to a sample one. We have sample mapping, right? So I am giving the same business name here. A workflow is created. The start button we have in the workflow. Okay, a workflow is a set of tasks. What are the tasks? Let's say, go to here, tasks, create. These are the set of tasks we have. Session, command, decision, event page, event sales, timer, control, email. Let's say if you go with the email, this is one task, email. You want to send just mail. Edit this email task. Go to, I have selected delete the email task. Just you have to connect from here to here. A workflow is a set of tasks. Email is one type of task. See, if you want to give here, see email username, info.sample@gmail.com. Maybe you want to send some message, job completed. So if you start workflow, you will send a mail. So email is one type of task. So before going into email, go to first task is session. We will try to create a session. The naming standards of the session will be S underscore whatever the mapping name we are planning to use. Our mapping name is M underscore sample, right? Create. See how many mappings we have in our designer. See, whenever you are trying to create a session, it is showing you the list of mappings available in your mapping designer. In that particular folder, batch 47 folder, we have three mappings, right? So you are creating a session on top of a mapping. Without mapping, we are unable to create a session. Whenever you are trying to create a session, it will associate with a mapping. So you have to select what is your mapping. On top of m_sample, use m_sample and create this particular session. See, you edit this one. See, what is the mapping name? It is this particular session pointing to m_sample mapping. What is the mapping? What is the task? Session is one type of task and email is another type of task. What is task? Set of instructions. So here we are going to provide the instructions. If you go to properties or configure object, just concentrate on the mapping. Will come one by one. Just try to understand this one. See, what is our source in our mapping? What is our source? Employee. And what is our target? TCP_employee. See, whenever you are creating a session, your session is pointing to a mapping and your mapping is going to have source and target, right? The complete objects in your mapping, number of sources we have, number of targets we have, or maybe you are going to have some set of transformations, everything will be configured, will be shown here, because you are creating a session. Before creating session, it is asking you the mapping name, right? So you are associating, your session is associating with this mapping. Your mapping is having the source and target. What is the purpose of the workflow? See, now we created a pipeline, we created a mapping. Now if you start your motor, that is enough. Just in general, you have your source, you have your target, you constructed a pipeline. Now if you start your motor, that is enough. This is your electrical motor. What else we need to do extra? Something to operate or power supply we have to provide, right? Here, whenever you are executing your job here, now I have created a workflow here. What is the purpose of workflow? Let's say we created workflow and we saved this one. The workflow is also saved into your repository. Now, whenever you are executing your job, your integration service is coming into picture, right? Your integration service is going to communicate with your source system, right? To extract the data. How your integration service is communicating with your source system? What is your source database? What is the user ID and password to connect to the source database? So, in the workflow manager, we are going to create the connecting strings here. See, relational connecting strings. Connections, relational. See, all these are the existing connecting strings. Just go and create a connecting string to connect to Oracle database. Select Oracle. All these are the existing one. Just try to create a new connecting string. What is your connecting string? You can give a meaningful name. Connecting string underscore to connect to Oracle database. Use user ID Scott and maybe our batch is 47. What is the username? Scott. What is the password I have to use? Just I am creating a connecting string. I am providing the details. What is the database name? ORC here. See, I am providing the user ID, password and the database name. This is our.
What is your password?
This is my password. Just whatever it may be. The password.
Okay.
Maybe in your system after installing, maybe if it is Tiger or whatever it may be, will give you. Okay.
Okay.
You are providing password. Click OK. Now you have created a connecting string. Now edit. Your session is associating with your mapping. Your mapping is associating having a source and target. See, now if you see the properties here, this is using the default connecting string, but in your mapping, you are developing a mapping to. Right. Now we have constructed the pipeline from here to here. That is nothing but mapping. In the runtime, the data is going to go from here. Now I am going to extract. See, if I want to see the database, if I want to see the data in the employee table, I am connecting to database and I am querying the data to retrieve the data, right? I am firing a query to see the data. how your integration service is communicating with your source in the runtime based on the connecting string. So in the workflow manager, see, edit, what is your connecting string? In the runtime, use this connecting string. Where is your employee source? My employee source is there in the so-and-so database. What is the user record and password? The database name is ORCL, user ID will be Scott and the password will be Tiger. Use this information to come, then retrieve the data. So select this connecting string information. If you edit this connecting string here, see, this connecting string is internally pointing to Oracle database. This is the schema name and the password and the database name. Maybe if your target, now come to target, maybe your target is there in the Teradata, just go on Teradata, select Teradata. See, your integration service in the runtime, what it is doing, it is communicating with your source to extract the data, and it is where we have to insert the data. After extracting data from source system, we need to insert into a target database, right? Where is your target? What is the user ID and password to communicate with your target database? What is your target database name? Everything will be available in this schema, in this connecting string. Getting?
Okay.
So it's a one-time activity. Whenever you have a new database, we are going to have a connecting string. That's it. Going forward, we can use that connecting string in number of workflows and number of sessions. So here in our exercise, we have the source and target both are in the same database. So we are providing the same connecting string. Apply. Okay. Save it.
Okay.
Now you developed a workflow. Save it. Now, if you want, see, a workflow is a set of tasks, right? So I'm planning to extract data and I'm planning to load. I have a mapping. On top of a mapping, I'm creating a session. After completion of this session, if you want to send mail, now use mails. So you can use like this, sequential. First, what will happen if you start your workflow? First, it will run. This particular task will run. What it is doing, this particular session associating with a mapping. Mapping is trying to extract data from the employee, loading data into some target table. After completion of this one, now it will start. Okay? So the workflow is a set of tasks. Fine. Now save it and run your mapping. Okay? We'll see. I will tell you what is fine. Before executing your job, this is your source table data, and what is your target table? Select star from position. This is our target. We have some data in our target. Let me do it. Because previous. Okay. Now your target is going to have empty table. Okay. Now.
Okay.
Start your workflow. Just start your workflow. Another tool will be opened. See, workflow monitor, and you can see the status. It is succeeded. Actually, just we have very less number of records, right? See, this is our workflow batch, and our workflow will be this one and the session. And you want to see how many records this session is showing succeeded. If you want to see the statistics, right click. Get run properties. This window will be open. See, status is succeeded, and what time it was started. What is your integration service name? What is your session name? What is task type? What is the node and domain information? Session start time and end time. Succeed. If you see, this is our mapping name, and if you see below, 4 successful rows. How many we have extracted? 14. And how many records inserted into your target? 14.
14.
If you have any rejects, you will see the reject records. Target failed rows, 4. Then target success rows, 10, like this. See, if you want, you can see the statistics like this. Okay. Now go and see the data in your target table. the set of 14 records loaded into your target table. Maybe if you have another database, if you are planning to load data into some other Teradata, from extracting from Oracle and loading into Teradata, just go and change your target table. This target table should be available in that particular database in the Teradata system you can use. Like this, you can load data into any of the database. Any questions, Charu, so far?
You already deleted the structure of already deleted the whole table in the target, but how it again shows, I don't understand.
Sorry?
You already deleted whole table in the target M.
No, I have deleted just data, right? The target structure is there. Just data I have deleted.
Okay.
See, just I have deleted, not dropped the table, just deleted the data from the table.
Okay, structure is there.
Yeah, structure is there. If you want, just drop this one. Delete from tgt_em. See, 14 rows deleted.
Yes.
Then commit. Fine. Now, if you see, your target is going to have empty table. It's a table is there.
Yes.
Now execute your job again and see the status. See, running. Now it is completed successfully. Again 14 is loaded. Go and check the data now. 14 records loaded. If you execute it again another set of 14 will be loaded. Okay. So what is transformation? Until unless if you don't do commit, somebody is trying to, it's in the editable mode. You cannot insert data until unless if you cannot commit it. You are deleting data, right? After deleting data, you have to commit it. You are giving the confirmation. Yes, whatever the operation I did, after deleting, see, let's say you have deleted. Okay. If you want to roll back, yes, you can roll back. If you want your data back, see, rollback executed. Now you can see the data again. You are deleting the data. After deleting, yes, the operation, whatever the statement I executed, it's fine. I'm aware of it. Just go and do the commit. Means successfully it's going to commit. After committing, you cannot roll back the data. Yes. Okay. Now the table is empty. You can load the data. What's your question? Actually, I didn't get. But the table is not yet committed, right? Somebody did some operations and they not yet confirmed that operations. See, still it is in the running mode.
Yes.
So stop this workflow. Go and perform commit. So whatever the operations you did, whatever the statements you executed, you have deleted. Yes, that is confirmed. Just go and commit it. Now your table is empty. Just go and load the data.
Okay.
Fine. Again, going forward, we'll see all this. So, any questions so far? Just step by step. If you see, just we are creating a mapping, importing source and targets. Now, just go and create another mapping. Okay. Already I have the employee source. Just go to targets. Already we have imported these targets. Just go and import some other target structure from the same database. Maybe DEPT_10 is the target table. See, I have imported another target. Go to here. Just go and create a mapping here. Now the new mapping I am creating. M_user. This is our mapping. What is your source? Employee will be your source. I am dragging employee. Automatically you will get the employee source. And what is your target table for this exercise? DEPT_10 will be my target table. Department 10 will be my target table. Now, Informatica is a ETL tool, right? We are extracting, and in the previous exercise, just we are loading. Now, we have some transformation. Go to transformation, create. All these are set of transformations we have. Okay. Now just
Okay.
go and use the very base transformation. The transformation name will be filter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now from the source connect columns from here to here. From here all the columns are same, right? Just drag and connect here. Now in the filter edit, the default condition will be true. Edit this dialog box. You will see the dialog box. Now go and write any condition, like let's say you have location equal to here. Yes, you can write the condition. Now I am going to write here. What is your ports? See, these are the ports we have connected. These are the ports we have connected from here to here, right? So select your mapping. Now I am creating a session to point to my mapping. Select your mapping. Done. You have created a session. Now connect from start button to here. Now if you edit your filter session, see, go to mapping tab. See, this is your source. What is your target? This is your target and you have a filter.
Okay.
Clear? Once you created a session, it is associating with a mapping. The mapping is going to have a source, target and set of transformations. Fine? Here, just go and provide. Where is your source? My source is there in underscore start 47 and my target also there. If you want, you can use the same connecting string. Okay, apply. Okay, save it. Clear?
Yes.
Now, Informatica always record by record processing tool. See, whenever you are executing your job, how Informatica will step by step process will see. We have the filter transformation, right? How it is working. Let's say execute your job. Before executing your job, what is your target table? Select star from DEPT underscore 10. This is our target table, right? I have some data in the target table. Maybe from the previous batches we have loaded. Delete this complete data. Just commit. Fine. Now see, your target table is empty table. Okay. Now I am executing the job. Start workflow. Go to workflow monitor. This is your workflow now. It is running. Job completed successfully. Get run property. See how many records extracted from extracted 14 records and how many records loaded into your target. See, applied rows and affected rows.
Yeah.
3.
Yes.
So your target is loaded with only 3 records. See, why only 3 records? See, the DEPT equal to only 10 data loaded. How it is working, the filter transformation? Normally, if you want to see the data in a particular table, how you will do it? Select star from EMP, you will write where condition, right? Where DEP equal to 10. Or if you want to see equal to 20 data, you will write DEPT equal to 20. Like so, Informatica, how it is working? See, this is our mapping. This is our source table data. Informatica always a row by row processing tool. See, I have a source and source qualifier and I have a filter transformation. In the filter, the condition will be, I am writing condition as DEPT equal to 10. And this is my target table. In the runtime, what is happening exactly? This is your pipeline, right? Informatica integration service is going to extract data from your source and the data is going through, sent through this pipeline. So, Informatica always, it's a row by row processing. You have the first record, 100 Kiran Kumar K, male single 10. This record is coming. This record from source to source qualifier, it is coming. It is coming into the filter. In the filter, what is the condition we are writing? DEPT equal to 10. What is the source record coming? Source record is coming with DEPT equal to 10. So, our condition is satisfying, right? So, this record will be enter into next level and will be inserted into your target table like this. Now it will read the second record from source. Second record is coming. 20. But what is our condition? DEPT equal to 10. Whatever the source record you are extracting, not satisfying with your filter condition. So this record is not satisfying with your filter condition. So this record will be dropped from here. Like this, from source we are getting 14 records and target is loaded with 2 records. In your exercise in the PPT, we are going to get 4 records but equal to 10 and equal to 10. Only 2 records will be loaded into your target database.